So I want you to picture a scene, or rather this exchange of words. Thank you. Yep. We usually hear it when we open the door for someone, wait for a period of time, sometimes awkwardly long, and then let them through into a building or out of a building. Very common Midwestern scene that's often lampooned because, hey, it's funny. But I believe it contains a certain wisdom that we can really build on when we're approaching the idea of service. I have to admit that when I was asked to speak here today, I was a bit confused and kind of sheepish. I haven't gone on any trips. I haven't participated actively in a service organization at St. Norbert College. But as I took the time to reflect on my work experience in Bergstrom Hall, helping students transition into their first year of college, and especially in Michaels Hall, coordinating social justice workshops and reflection sessions for students to really think about the impact their service has had on them, on the communities they serve, and on their relationships with other people, carrying it over into all areas of their lives. It occurred to me that I have been privileged and gifted with certain insights into wisdom and certain insights into service and experiences of service in my time here at St. Norbert College. We have something called the active citizen continuum, very fancy phrase, but really it's just what we do in Michaels Hall, guiding students from volunteering because they have to, because they want that free air conditioning or air conditioning in the hall, and fulfilling their requirement, to becoming active citizens, to seeing the needs in their communities, wherever they end up, at SNC and beyond, and working creatively and joyfully to address them and solve them with the people they're serving, not just for them. So service certainly manifests itself in singular heroic acts, but as we've already heard in the talks that have been shared and that we're going to hear in the stories to come, service most often manifests itself and always originates in, I believe, daily ways of being, those quotidian, boring things we think, say, and do each and every day. This all reminds me of a poem by one of my favorite saints, Teresa of Avila. It's called Christ Has No Body Now But Yours. So just to touch on that a little bit, the active citizen continuum that I mentioned, I think that should be something we adopt in our whole lives. We should strive to move away from complacency, to doing things, to doing good for people because we have to, because we're scared of what will happen if we do something wrong, because we want praise or reward for doing what's right. I think we should strive to doing good because we delight in it. We should strive to move toward outpouring generosity, doing good because it's good. It's good for us, and it's good for the world around us. So one of the lines, and a few of the lines I'll mention from St. Teresa's poem, is, "Yours are the eyes through which he looks compassion on the world." I recall seeing residents, staff members, professors, and friends' eyes light up when I hand them a thank you card that I've written for something good they've done. Another line reads, "Yours are the feet with which he walks to do good." I recall walking across the bridge about one Saturday every month to go to Mass at St. Francis Xavier Church and visit with my friend Dorothy, a 94-year-old woman who still manages to drive herself to church and who embodies for me the life of service and joy that I think we're all called to as humans. She also was baptized and married by Abbot Penning, so like really cool woman. She skied in the Alps too, like incredible stuff. Anyway, another line reads, "Yours are the hands through which he blesses the world." I recall making meals and treats for friends and people around campus, whether that be cookies or migas, a delicious Spanish recipe you should all try, and for which I'll give you the recipe if you ask. And maybe sometimes just delivering some food. I may have slipped out of the calf occasionally. If you didn't get it from my introduction, I really like food. Giving these to people I care about, and again, seeing the warmth that comes into their lives and the fellowship we can share over that food. Through my theology classes at St. Norbert College, I've learned that Jesus Christ is believed to be the perfect image of God. But that doesn't mean he's the only image. We are all images of God. I'm an image, you are an image of God. So what does that call us to do? It calls us to love. It calls us to perform service because God ministers through us. God, in a sense, depends on us to do good in this world. Lost my train of thought. But we should all strive to imitate Jesus in that way. And we should look to do good because it is the good thing to do, because it gives life to the world, and in so doing, it will give life to us. So see the isolated student and listen to their story. Walk the rounds to those confined in body, mind, or spirit, and accompany them on their journeys. Extend your hands to open the door to a building, certainly, but also to your life. Invite people into your life. See the good, internalize the good, and be the good. Extend your hand, and open your heart. Because, after all, Christ has no body now but yours. Thank you.